I am hungover, but I have to go to work, so I gotta get ready. So, we're gonna do this. For today, I want to do something more like glowy and more natural, to kind of like counteract the sleepiness that I'm feeling right now. So, I'm gonna start off with, I have this, it's the Wander Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. It's not really a primer, but it gets kind of tacky on the skin, which is good, so I use it as a primer. And it looks like this. It's like kind of shimmery. Beautiful. Now I'm going to go in with, I've really been liking this Infallible Total Coverage makeup. I wore it yesterday and it worked quite well, so I'm going to wear it again today because it's full coverage and I need full coverage. I'm almost out, actually. I feel like I probably used too much. One thing I will say about this foundation though is that it dries really fast, and so you kind of have to work with it fast. But it spreads really well, and at first it looks kind of crazy, but it gets better. Oop. Looking a little bit crazy, that's okay. Now this does dry really, really matte. I mean extremely matte. So if you feel like you want to set it, which I always do, you can go in with like a more luminizing face setting powder. The one I'm talking about is this finishing powder from a Cover FX palette that I have. It's called Stellar. The shade is called Stellar. This is not called Stellar. This is just called Perfect Your Face Palette. Anyways, and this has some shimmer in it, so that's what I'm going to use to set my face. Again, you don't have to set your face with that foundation because it's really, really matte, but I always do. And this is just going to give me an overall glow. So I have this. It's the Hard Candy Velvet Mousse matte lip color. It doesn't last very long, but it smells really good, and that's why I keep it around. So I'm just going to use this. It's kind of like lip gloss because it doesn't last that long, so it smells amazing. Now I will say it has like a candy scent, so if you're not like a vanilla scent or like candy scented, food scented person, which I am, I love that stuff, you're not going to love this. And also it doesn't last like super, super long, which a lot of people don't like that anyways. It's just supposed to be like a lip topper. It's supposed to dry matte, but I'm kind of picky about my matte lipstick, so I keep it around, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. So, but if you like to reapply, this is going to be the type of thing where you can just carry it with you and just keep reapplying it. So I'm just putting it on there to give me some type of color and something there, and I couldn't find a normal lip gloss because I'm not a lip gloss person normally. Moving on, I'm going to go ahead and go in with some highlight. Oh, what day is it? So I'm going to go in with this highlight here. It's by Laura Geller, and it's in Peach Glow. I like this highlight a lot. I've just been using it with my fingers. So I'm just going to go in and give it a good little swirl there. I don't really care if it goes down a little bit more. I'm also going to go up here, and I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go a little bit on my eye as well. I am a fan of using your fingers. I literally just brush my teeth and wash my hands so my fingers are clean. When I am not feeling it, this is what I do. So I'm going to go in with my brows. I'm going to go in a little bit lighter with my brows than I normally do, just to keep the whole idea going. So normally I would use, this is my Nightingale Pretty Vulgar palette, and normally I would use, I'm just using eyeshadows and they stay really well. I would use All Nighter and Swoop, but today I'm just going to use Swoop. And I just draw in my eyebrows. I was totally thinking about having a hair of the dog, and I was like, no, I need to go to work. That's not going to be a good look if I do that. So I didn't do that. And I'm proud of myself because it's very tempting when you're not feeling good, and you know that that's why you're not feeling good. But I feel like a hair of the dog doesn't always work. my like New Year's resolution. I'm not like a super New Year's resolution type person, but I still make one. And mine was to be more responsible overall, just in every aspect of my life. She says that she has a hangover. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of a highlight. Just like I said, I want this to be more glowing. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of this. It's like a blush highlight. It says highlighter, but it's got a rose tint to it. This one's got a gold tint. I can handle the rose tint on my skin, but the gold tint's a little bit too much. So I'm just going to gently put that over that highlight, just to brighten that. And I'm also going to put it on the lower side of the highlight. So I'm not going to put it right where it was initially. I'm just going to put it on the lower end, because I'm going to go in with blush, obviously. And that way it'll just be like, bam, bam, and then blush, and then I'll do contour eventually too. And then I'm also going to go in with this brightener on the inner corner of my eyes here. I really do like this Cover FX palette. So I'm going to go in with this Fit Me Maybelline. This is the compact powder I've been using to do my contour with. And I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Now I'm going for like a super natural look, so I'm not going to do anything like super chiseled. I'm just going to waft it around on my face. I don't want anything ridiculous. I just want it to be real subtle, just addition of shadow, but not like I'm really trying to be real crafty with it. And then on my nose, same thing. I don't really care too much if it's a little bit messy. It's such a slight contour anyways that nobody can really tell that this is even on my face, which is why I like this. If I want to go for something a little bit more dramatic, I usually go with the Cover FX, but eventually I'll find another one that I really like. But for now, that's what I've been liking. So sticking with my luminosity theme here, I'm going to go in with this Ciat Marbled Light Halo, Ciat London, I don't know, I think that's how you say it. And I'm actually going to mix a bunch of different blushes. So this one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm just going to kind of pat that on the balls of my cheeks there. And I'm also going to go in with this. This is Ulta Velvet Blush. This has a shimmer in it as well. It's in the shade Honey Bunny. And that's a lot of blush. That's okay. It's like 1:30 in the afternoon and I've been sleeping this whole day. Sleeping the whole day away. Yay. It's a pretty cool palette. It's like all cool shades of brown. And it's pretty badass. So I usually tend to go through these four here. That's a little bit too purple and a little bit too dark for me for most eye looks. But I'll go in with this one, and this one most. Sometimes that one, but like these, this one, my faves. I'm just going to go in with my fingers, like I said before. And I'm just going to like kind of get to the outer edge and in that crease area. And I'm just going to tap that out. I think too, I'm going to go into the inner corner. I'm going to keep a little bit of a halo eye. My eyes are kind of close together, so I don't necessarily recommend this if your eyes are close together. But this will give me a little bit more of a grunge look. I'm not too much of a fan of like that princess, like pink, sheen, and it's nice on some people, but I don't love it on me. So I'm going to add a little bit more of a smokiness to the look. And I'm literally just blending that with my fingers. I do want to add a little bit more shimmer to the inner corner, or to the inner rim, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go in with this. I still love this palette. I've had this palette like since my first videos that I ever put on here, which, not that that's important, but it's just a great palette. There's just so many different colors. I usually stick with like the pinks in this color and the peaches, and the oranges are really good. So I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of this one, a little bit of this one, a little bit of that one, and I'm just going to go in the middle there, just to like make that pop. So that, bam. And I use the same finger. We're not switching up brushes here, or fingers. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Like I said, I want it to be really subtle and just kind of like light and fluffy and easy and no effort because I don't want to have to spend effort taking this off after I get home from work. So I'm going to go in for my mascara here. And what I like to do before, there it is right in front of me. So what I like to do before I do my mascara is go ahead and spray my face down. That way, once my face is dry, nothing is transferring. If I spray it down after I put my mascara on, the mascara tends to transfer. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face down. I feel like everybody knows how to do this. You just kind of like squeeze your eye onto the wand. Does anybody remember being like 16 and you would do your mascara and you would do one eye and it would be so voluminous because you would like layer each mascara over and over, and then you would do the other eye and it would get all like chunky, and then it would your eye would start watering and you'd start crying, so you'd be like a raccoon on one side and like, you know, Victoria's Secret model on the other, and then you had to erase that entire side of makeup. Back then I didn't wear that much makeup. All I wore was a ton of mascara and like foundation. There was so who else too, at one point in time I box bleached my entire head, and then at one point in time I dyed my entire head with box black dye. And I don't know which one I did first because I don't understand the time frame, but it was around the same time in my life. Like it had to have been like a year in between the two. I'm thinking that I box dyed it black, let it fade, and then I box bleached it. I think. But I don't know because it's really hard to do one and then the other. And I have pictures. I have pictures. My alarm is telling me to get up in case I was still sleeping. I'm being responsible. Okay, so last but not least, this is just something I've been doing. And I'm not suggesting that you have to do this at all. But I've been doing it because I like the way that it looks, and nobody's ever been like, you look stupid. People are probably thinking it, but I don't care. So what I'm going to do, is I'm going to take this is the Wet n Wild dark brown eyeliner that I love so much. I have two of them. One of them is not as full as the other, but I can't remember which one is which. I think this one feels fuller. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to take this and go, so straight out, I'm not going to do a wing, but straight out from where my eye is, I'm going to do a dot. Probably the stupidest thing. Anyways, and then I'm going to do another smaller dot. Sometimes I draw a heart, it just depends. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? So that is that. And I like this. And the reason I like it is because it's so subtle. It's kind of like a wing. It adds that elongation. And what I like to do as well is, and this is going to sound really stupid, I add an accessory to my face. My handy dandy glasses, which my dog chewed up the ends of, by the way. I don't know if you can see that, but he totally ripped off this. Anyways, it's fine. So I like to do this because it kind of hides the dots. So you're kind of like, do I see those dots? Is she wearing dots? Is she being, you know, I don't know. I just really like it. And also, this is probably not true, but in my experience, my other job is a bartender. And in my experience, people treat me differently when I don't have a full face of makeup that's like over the top like I normally do, and when I'm wearing glasses. Like they treat me like I'm smarter, or like, yeah. Does anybody else know what I'm talking about? Does anybody do like social experiments like that? And I had a friend too that told me, she said, I really like glasses. She said, I don't need glasses, but I just want to wear them. She's like, is it stupid? And I said, no, it's not stupid. I was like, if you just want to go buy a, you know, frame of glasses that aren't prescription and wear them, I was like, nobody's going to like point, nobody's going to be like, you don't need those glasses. I know you can see. Like, nobody's going to point it out to you. And like, just do your thing. If you like glasses and you want to accessorize with some glasses, whatever. And you know what? You should even put on there that you are accessorizing with glasses, just to make the kids who are wearing glasses who are getting made fun of in school feel better. That's all. That's what social media is supposed to be about, right? Helping lift others up? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this Get Ready With Me. If you try this, if you want to try it, or, you know, maybe it was inspiring to you and you were like, oh, hey, that's not so bad. In any case, it shouldn't take you more than like 20 minutes. It took me like 40, but that's because I've been sitting here rambling about glasses and hangovers. So, anyways, Happy New Year, and we'll talk next time, you guys. Bye.